Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 11. Falco gets to babysit Gabby. So what's up guys, Fox in here. Is this actually a Gabby episode? Oh, now you know Reiner's pain. So go ahead and colossal smash that like and ring the bell. Another 4 AM today. And by the way, my new video on the best Neo Isekai is out too. Definitely watch that after. You got episode 11 titled Deceiver. My dumbass was like, that looks like a 10. Kicking this off, oh yes, Gabby is dying, and the fans go wild. Who said Attack on Titan didn't have fan service? If only, there goes Gabby again. Terrible acting by the way. So +1 for Gabby's kill count. Does Gabby single-handedly have the most from Team Marley? So yes, getting into the Gabby focus episode, you could bet this will be highly rated. Falco run the other way. Ooh la la, shirtless Reiner. It's been a good minute. Reiner, were you snoozing for like a month? And how about these other guys? Were they just waiting there the entire time watching you sleep? Would have been 10 times better if Porco was alone. By the way, Porco, buddy, did Eren beat you so bad that you became a hard drinker? For Reiner, he's back to hearing voices, which means perfect, he's 100% recovered. Anyway, Gabby and Falco, where exactly are you guys? They were being held in some unknown prison. Since we don't know how much time has passed, it could be somewhere close by to the Trost district. Come on Gabby, still wanting to be a House Eldian with that armband? Speaking of which, when did Falco ditch his? Props to you buddy. I know everyone hates Gabby right now and probably till the end of time, but you know she is smart enough to realize that wearing that Marley shackle is beyond stupid. Come on Gabby, how brainwashed are you? Even if you like being leashed up, stash it away. At least Gabby does have some sense here. She does think they'll be recaptured and killed. You sure you want to talk to the war chief Zeke? Yelena would twist your head off before you get close. Hell yeah, do it Falco. Screw Gabby, Team Birdie from now on. You gotta love Gabby almost pulling a freaking fatality on her buddy. But I'm a good Eldian, one that listens to Master. Oh yes, Gabby just wants to make you hurl. If they were older, I could totally see Falco bitch slapping her for saying that. Falco, are you really still crushing on that? Aw, but Gabby does actually care for him, I guess? You're a very confused, brainwashed tsundere. Yo Gabby, you just got caught on top of your boy toy. But goddammit Gabby, why is killing always the first thing on your mind? What a savage. Looks like Marley was right about this little devil. Stop it Kaya, don't take Gabby back to your home, especially if there's sharp objects within Gabby's reach. Alright, so getting into the farm, plenty of horses. You know what Gabby is eyeing. So in case you needed even more reason to dislike Gabby, I just can't break bread with the dirty Eldians. Please, someone kick this girl's tiny ass. I like how Falco's like, play it cool Gabby, don't freak out. You know this was gonna be good. At least you're getting some lovely world building here. Turns out these guys were speaking with a southern Marleyan accent, which is still for the common Eldian language overall. So, Ben and Mia. Imagine being related to Gabby. Ooh, clever Isayama. Way to tag Gabby with Reiner. So welcome to the House of Blouse. Of course, the little termite that blasted Potato Girl Sasha would meet up with her family. Wonder where this storyline is going. Perhaps for some unexpected world building, it does make you wonder how often Falco's made up situation happens within the walls. So much that Sasha's papa accepted them so quickly. Or perhaps this is saying more about Sasha's family. By the way, why does Gabby look so much like long-haired Eren? Ah yes, Gabby. You could just taste the Eren PTSD kicking in. She's about to go into Rambo mode and take out the rest of the potatoes. Really, chill Gabby. Poor potato family. Not only are they feeling bad for this kid who they think was beat up or traumatized, they're feeding and hosting their daughter's killer. It does make you wonder, you see all of these guys that looked freaked the hell out. Was it really just to do Gabby acting like a chihuahua? I do wonder if Kaya told the parents. Anyway, switching to more pleasant company, the nation of Eldia you say. Zachary, just put a ring on it. Kiyomi might be into your chair. But seriously, turns out Kiyomi is here to see the little demo. A very important key point here. They already have a plane powered by the Iceberg Stones ready. What better way to debut it than to use it to watch the rumbling demo? As for Commander Hanji, hey, you got some returning guys from the Uprising arc. So turns out some information has been leaked. They know about Yelena and friends being captured, and even Mr. Freedom being locked up. Recall the rumbling demo that was mentioned? This is why they want to clear out Eren's hometown. Don't want anyone nearby when the big red meat guys start waking up. So it looks like whoever made the leaks fully has the press and island on Team Jaeger. On the island, Eren is now seen as a future for these Eldians. Hanji, can we trust you? Honestly, what a terrible position for Hanji to be in. I bet she wishes the times were simpler. Recall when the Survey Corps was blissfully hunting down titans? Then, for the actual leakers, Floch and the new recruits. Recall what Floch said about Eren being the devil they need. He's totally up Eren's bum. It is interesting to notice how everyone is divided. Team Jaeger is fighting for the revival of the new Eldian Empire. On the flip side, Team Hanji and Armin, all of them are looking towards the future with the Eldian nation. Similar but significant differences. Taking a step back, they are fighting over this different mindset. But keep in mind, at this point the Rumbling Demo still has a green light on it, which you could actually thank Hanji for moving along. This entire Hanji and Floch discussion actually hit me in an unexpected way, something I didn't feel while reading. I do actually have to give props to Floch for being calm and level-headed throughout this. So let me know, where do you stand on this? Floch is 100% getting Eren Yeager out of that cage. How do you see this, especially seeing the stunt that Eren pulled, combined with the fact that the island and Hanji is still giving the okay for Eren to unleash the Colossal Titans? A huge point of conflict right now being is that they really want to speed up the process extremely quickly. For the little flashback, Hanji now sees their position as the old establishment. If only Erwin was around. Very likely Commander Erwin would be on Team Jaeger. Screw Marley, am I right? Switching over to Mikasa and that one blonde. Finally, you're finding out who she is. It's Louise, which is the little girl that Mikasa rescued back in Attack on Titan Season 1. Props to the anime, she sounds awfully innocent. So get this, you're saying the person that saved you inspired you to become a scout, and you want to get closer to that special person you idolize. Mikasa, how does it feel like to look into a mirror? Mikasa Jr. says what's up. But come on, don't be mean to your mini-me, just don't give her anything. As for Mikasa's headaches making a nasty return, this time it seemed to be triggered by that dedicate your heart stance. What could be causing her to recall her Ackerman awakening moment? Manga readers definitely sensed a disturbance here. I'll touch on this in the manga comparison video. Next up, the mid-info card, the Paradise Island term. It almost felt like a throwaway mid-info spot, except it does reveal how the world thinks the island Eldians hate the world, just like the world hates them. In reality, the scouts and people have been clueless for like a century. Switching to Yelena, currently in house arrest. What a clever drunk, Pixie's putting two and two together. Yelena had Floch keep an eye on her. Floch, who is now locked up for leaking. Yelena was also fairly close to Eren. Recall last episode, Yelena being awfully eager to meet up with Eren. Looks like Yelena was able to set up this perfect opportunity. Pixies, you must be a manga reader. Notice a very key date here, 10 months ago. I know there's been some confusion about how long Eren has been at Marley, but Eren was still around at the island 10 months ago. In reality, Bum Eren wasn't at Marley for too long. Anyway, back to the grim adventures of Falco and Gabi. Hell yeah, bite that Grosjean. You know there's gonna be a 10-hour version of that. Falco's reaction here made it 10 times better. Is the horse smiling? The horse is freaking laughing. Instantly top 10 Attack on Titan episodes now. Why is this happening? Gabi, isn't karma a bitch? So Gabi, you can't ride any horses, you say. Too bad, or this little devil would have been long gone. Then for Falco, who would have thought that someone within Marley was secretly helping the enemy? Nope, not me. But can you really blame Falco for staying quiet? Gabi would have either had an instant seizure, or started strangling Falco Homer style. By the way, Kaya, why does the farm use child labor? And in case you didn't like Gabi enough, you awful sinner, you gotta atone. Seriously, can you not hear yourself? Falco, why is your sister a little special? Don't you find it ironic that Gabi claims her sins can't be forgiven? Did you forget you're an Eldian too? Talk about being a self-hating Eldian. Then, for Gabi switching into Terminator mode, she was about to go Warhammer Titan on poor Kaya. You gotta feel bad that Falco has to put up with Gabi's nonsense. It must suck to be a Gabi fan, all dozen of you. Aww, but did Gabi and Falco make a buddy? That's right, Gabi, we don't fork friends. Got it? So getting back to that Season 2 village, I honestly wouldn't mind revisiting spots 4 years later. Ah yes, the spot where Koni's Titan Papa ate her mama. So let's get into this interesting discussion. Kaya represents the island side, the people who were attacked and killed over supposed sins they don't even know about. Thanks, Eldian King. In real life, that would be similar to lost history or history not being passed along. On the flip side, you have Gabi on Team Marley. Assuming all of that Marley propaganda Gabi got fed is true, she still is going on about sins their ancestors committed. Which goes back to the question, are the children guilty of the sins of their parents? Guilt by association. In this case, it's much further removed by 100 years or so. Depending on where you're coming from, I'm sure you could draw parallels to this in real life. I'll invite you to leave your own real life comparisons below. Hopefully it stays civil. Let me toss one out that I've noticed living in Japan. I will mention it's not a one-to-one example, but the sticky history for Japan, South Korea, and China, that whole relationship comes to mind. For the actual Gabby versus Kaya situation, clearly Gabby sounds like a nut job. At the very least, I do want to give Gabby some credit. She is starting to see their point of view. There may be hope for this little devil. Falco, thank you for being the reasonable one. I'm sure it does help that you were present for a certain Eren talk. I do like that Kaya ended up being the bigger person here. She doesn't blame Falco for her mother dying. Aw, come on Isayama and Mappa now. Just opening up the Sasha wound once more. I thought the scar was all healed up. It is sprinkling today. So hell yeah, ally unlocked. Falco and Gabby are about to taste some delicious fine dining. Hopefully you stuck around post-credit time. Switching over to Marley, it's been a minute. Ah yes, the Zeke topic. A few episodes ago, Pieck pretty much gave Zeke away. Remember, if you don't see a body, they ain't dead yet. It's like the #1 rule for anime. So what happened to Zeke's groundbreaking intelligence? Zeke royally screwed up when he told Eren that he'll save him someday. Even if Zeke had been extra cautious till that point, Pieck surely became suspicious from that day onward. A little something confirmed here is that Hanji and the scouts did upgrade their toys with the Marley tech. I was a bit surprised seeing Gabby and Falco being such a hot topic of discussion. You should notice a new countdown here. 6 months until the world launches their world combined assault. Meanwhile, Zeke has under a year left on his Titan ticker. What a surprise, wanting to attack as soon as possible. Reiner, do you want to die that badly? So, what did you think about this episode? I did not expect that touching ending. It actually felt like a nice change up and break from everything else building up. And funny how the post-credit scene brings it all back. The Stallion cameo this episode was the best part by far. I am waiting to see how many people complain about this Gabby episode being filler. Although I wouldn't blame you. This D-level storyline felt the same in the manga. Except worse, you had to wait month to month. Perhaps unpopular opinion, but I really wouldn't mind if Mappa did a speedrun on the Gabby scenes. Her stuff could easily use it, instead of speedrunning through the important stuff last episode. That said, as a huge positive, I'm happy to say the anime did elevate this farm mini-arc, especially the entire Kaya and Gabby interaction. It was so great to see that it didn't feel like a chore to watch. All of this only taking a single episode surely helps a ton. You also really do have to applaud Gabby's voice actress. She is kicking it out of the court with all the Gabby screeching and screaming. I'm just picturing her in super apology mode after each recording session. For the other stuff, I was expecting a certain Eren scene this episode. Looks like the family talk may be next week. This episode covered a lot less than I expected. Let's see what the anime speeds up to hit chapter 119. Speaking of which, for some important Attack on Titan Season 4 info, you got Anime Japan 2021 coming up. Mappa just announced an Attack on Titan panel on March 28th, which is on the same day but hours before episode 16 airs. It is not confirmed at all, but it is very likely that they're going to be announcing what's coming up for the next Attack on Titan chunk. I would place $5 on part 2 being anywhere from 8 to 12 episodes, maybe in the fall season of this year. The movie option is seeming less and less likely, especially at the current anime pace. The anime is only going to get to chapter 119 max by episode 16. Not to mention Roni-chan's still around. It would be best for everyone around to keep the TV anime going weekly. By the way, Anime Japan this year will be in person and online. I'll definitely be trying to go in person if I could get the tickets. Anyway, definitely check out my Jobless Isekai video now up. I'm hoping there's enough interest so I could keep on doing that weekly. If that video does pass over 9,000 likes, you can expect that every week too. And the manga comparison for episode 10 is now up. That episode had the most cut out stuff since episode 3, so you don't want to miss that. As always, the next one will be out on Wednesday. But anyway, post any thoughts about the episode below, or just say hi. Did this episode make you hate Gabby more, or do you think she has a chance to come around? Be sure to subscribe and ding the bell for Mr. YouTube. Watch my deep dive into the new Best Isekai anime, and I'll see you guys later.